Hey, what's up, guys? Come have a Modelo with me real quick while we talk about some spiritual shit. Go get your wine, go get your bottle, go get your shot glass, whatever it is that you drink. So basically, the other day, I posted a quote, and I wanted to make a video about it real quick because I've been talking about this with my a lot of my clients lately. So the quote said, "The spirits will line things up for you better than anything you could have imagined." What I mean by that is basically, I'm gonna give you guys an example, right? So I have this friend. She lives in LA. She's a vendor. She has her own business out there. She sells candles just like me. So she's in charge of organizing a lot of vendor events out there in LA. So the way that I do pop-ups here in SAC, she does pop-ups out there in LA. So she's invited me to a lot of her events where, her and other spiritual vendors are going to be vending at. But, our schedules never lined up. And then I've also invited her up here to some of our pop-ups. And then also her and her prima were going to come out here to SAC to do some work with my madrina. But again, our schedules didn't line up. And then my madrina's schedule didn't line up. And then the whole pandemic hit. It was just crazy, right? So fast forward, now my friend, she stopped doing pop-ups, but she's in the entertainment industry. So she works with a lot of models and a lot of actors out there in Hollywood. So I thought, okay, since she doesn't do pop-up events and she doesn't do vendor events, then that's that, right? Like she's probably gonna go her own way, and then I'm gonna go my own way, and then that's that. So fast forward, about 2 months ago, I was in LA, but I wasn't out there for work. I wasn't out there for business. I was just out there just to party. You know what I mean? So I'm out there partying in downtown LA, and I'm with a big group of friends, right? So we're at this event. So when the event ended, we're leaving. We're all leaving. So I'm just following the group. I'm buzzed at this point. Like I'm just having fun. So as we come out the door, I see this person that looked really familiar, right? So I'm like, I was a little, you know what I'm saying? I was a little tipsy. So I was like, oh shit, okay, like maybe I'm just tripping. So I called her by her name. So first she looked at me kind of weird, like, oh shit, who's this fool? But so I was wearing a hat and I was wearing some glasses. So then I took off the hat, took off the glasses. She's like, oh, hey, the brujo. So then, we started talking, whatever, just real quick. My group was still kind of right there. So we had just a few seconds real quick, just to talk. So that, to me, I feel like, all the times that we try to plan it, all the times that we try to, I try to go out there for an event, for a pop-up, to promote my business and to make some sales. And then all the times that she was supposed to come out here to promote her business and make some sales, it never worked out. But then I feel like the spirits lined it up. I feel like the spirits were like, okay, you guys are meant to meet in person. You're still going to help each other's businesses. So they lined it up, I'm out there, like I said, I'm out there partying. I'm not even thinking about work. I'm not even thinking about clientele, customers, none of that. But I ran into this friend. And it was just so crazy because when I came out the door, we literally had to cross paths. Like I literally had to walk. She was facing this way and I'm walking this way. My group is right here. They're in front of me. I'm right here. So we literally had to cross paths. So there was no way around it. Like she was going to see me. I was going to see her. So that's what I'm saying. It's like the spirits would just line it up. It was like there's no way. Like even if we had planned it, even if I had planned it or she had planned it, there's no way it would have happened the way that it happened. So again, like the word lining up makes it no justice. Like the word lining up is like literal, literal and figurative too. But in that situation, I feel like it was very literal. The spirits literally lined us up to where like we literally had to cross paths. I feel that it's just good because the type of business that she runs is very helpful for the type of business that I run, and then the type of business that I run is very helpful for the type of business that she runs. And she's always sending me new customers, new clientele, and stuff like that. Like I said, and she was supposed to work with my madrina a while back, her and her cousin. But it's just so crazy because again, all the times that we planned it, it never happened. But when we don't plan it, I'm just out there partying. We literally cross paths. So I feel like that's one example of how the spirits will like line things up for you. She was out there for that event too, but she was out there with her group of friends, and I'm out there with my group of friends. But it's like the spirits lined it up. Because I could have went out through any other door, but I went out through the one door where she's standing now, So it's like, that's just an example. So, whatever spirits you pray to, when I say the spirits, I'm talking about, whatever spirits you pray to. I'm not saying that you have to pray to the same spirits that I pray to. I'm not saying you have to work with the same spirits that I work with. But I'm just saying, for example, if you pray to God, if you pray to the Santa Muerte, if you pray to the angels, if you pray to, La Virgencita, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is that you work with, they might have, if you feel like you're praying to them, if you feel like you're praying to them and then they're taking too long to bring you what you asked for, they might have a reason for that. Right now it's cliche. Everybody says everything happens for a reason. I kind of agree with that to an extent, but I do feel that we could change our own path. So I'm not gonna say that exactly. Everything happens for a reason, because I feel that we could change that. But I do feel that sometimes if you ask your spirits for something and they don't bring it to you the way that you thought it was going to happen, it's because they have something much better planned, and whatever it is that they have planned for you is going to be a lot better than what you're thinking of. So another example too, it'll be I'm going to use my head tattoo right here as an example. I got this head tattoo about 2.5 years ago. So I was going to go to either LA or Vegas to get it done, because I found an artist in LA and I found an artist in Vegas. So during that time where I was like, okay, like planning my trip to go out to, like I said, LA or Vegas, I was still trying to figure out which artist I wanted to get the tattoo from. During that time, I ended up going to San Jose. Like, it was just like a spur of the moment thing. Like, I ended up going to San Jose. And then I know that I've seen some pretty cool tattoo artists from the San Jose area also. So while I was out there, like, I'm not even exaggerating, guys, I seriously I must have went to like about 10 shops. I walked in, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get this. I told them exactly what I was trying to get. I showed them pictures and they're like, you know what? They were like, I could do that, but you got to make an appointment because it's going to take a few hours. It's going to be a lot of work. So you got to make an appointment. So, me not being from there, I don't live there. So I'm going to have to drive back. So I'm about 2 hours away from San Jose. So I was like, damn, okay, I'm like, if they can't do it today, then I don't know when I'm going to come back. So fast forward, I come back home and I find an artist here where I live. And he's actually from San Jose, so it's crazy because like I was in San Jose looking for a tattoo artist. I couldn't find one that would do it right then and there. So then I find this artist who is from San Jose, but he's staying here where I live. So I don't even have to drive out of town. So, I feel like, again, that was the spirits coming through. They're like, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and, line you up with this artist right here to where you don't have to drive back to San Jose. You don't have to wait, weeks and months, down the road to get your tattoo. But we're going to line you up with this artist who could actually do it like next week, So that's kind of what happened. So basically I hit up the artist and, he was able to get me in like literally like a week later. I hit him up like on a Friday and his office was like, yeah, come through next Friday. So I came through and then boom, I got my tattoo. So I didn't have to travel all the way to LA. I didn't have to travel all the way to Vegas. I didn't have to travel all the way back to San Jose. I got it right here exactly where I live. So, that's just another example of like what I was telling you guys is like the spirits are going to line things up for you, In the moment, it feels like, okay, they're not helping me. They're not trying to give me what I asked for. But it's like maybe they're just like, okay, you know what? The timing's not right. If you get it right now, if you get what you asked for right now, you might not get it from the right person or you might not like the outcome. They look for the better way, So they're like, okay, you know what? We're going to give you exactly what you asked for. But we're going to add a little bit more to it to where it's a lot better. You're a lot happier, Because, you got to remember, the spirits, they see a lot more than we do, right? So they see a lot more outcomes. Like they see different outcomes. Us as humans, we have like one way of thinking, one way of, we're trying to be logical. We're like, okay, well, things are going to happen this way. And then, we try to map it out. Like, okay, things are going to happen like this. Things are going to happen like that. But the spirits, they see other outcomes and other paths of like, okay, that's the logical way, but we're going to make stuff happen for you a whole different way that you don't even see it. Because, we're humans, so we're not going to see every possibility, But they see a lot more than we do. So, guys, so that was just a quick video, I wanted to explain to you guys when I posted that quote, kind of like what I meant by that, Because I know I talk about this with my clients a lot. I constantly have to remind my clients, hey, you know what? Sometimes we got to wait for the spirit's timing, Again, whatever spirit you pray to, sometimes we have to wait for their timing. Sometimes we have to wait for them to line things up. And they do end up lining things up for us, much better than what we expected, But yeah, so that was just a quick video. You know, I just wanted to explain that real quick. For those of you that follow me on TikTok and on IG, you know, you saw when I posted that. So I want to go a little more into depth about that, you know. But if you're not following me already, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok and IG at scorpion.tarot. And then also follow the podcast page, which is Saca las Velitas. It's all one word, Saca las Velitas. And then also follow the doll page, which is DZ Dolls, where I posted this guy right here, the little Mr. E. I posted him the keychain size and then this big size right here. And then I'm also going to post a new doll that I just finished one and then I'm working on another one. So make sure you guys follow the doll page. All right, guys. So cheers, whatever it is that you're drinking. And I hope you guys have a good night.